22 and how to thrive in this COVID era. So I have my dear friend of 8 years. She's going to do justice by God's grace to this topic. So she's one person that I know that if I say, okay, let's just go, let's do this, she say, okay, yes. And she gives me reason why we need to do this. So I just felt to be the best person to, handle this topic. And I feel that there'll be something for us to learn. So her name is Senami, and she's a wife, she's a mother, she's a mom of two lovely kids, daughters, and of course, I'm sure her husband too is watching. So, and yes, and my husband too is watching. And so she's a yeah. So she's a communications and branding professional, and she's trust me, and she's good at what she does, and she's been doing that for at least 8 years now. So, Senami, time to take over. So, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. So yeah, so we are talking about start and grow in 2022. Like like in 2020, this thing called COVID showed up like at our doorstep. Like nobody even knew what this thing was, but it came. And then you know that it must have, in fact, it was just, will I say terrible? It was unknown. Nobody knew what it was, and I would say it stabilized a lot of people. And so some people are still trying to grapple with the effects, and also basically just wanted you to tell us now when you say start and grow, what does this topic mean to you? If you say start and grow, or how do you view this topic? Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I want to thank you, Dedu, for having me here. I want to say thank you too, because I can see my husband, I can see Kema, I can see Lamide. Love you guys, and everybody that is here. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Now, the thing about COVID-19, start and go with the COVID-19 era. The truth is that COVID-19 has brought up challenge, it has brought about opportunity. And it all starts with a mindset. Even if we're not in COVID-19, it is difficult to start something, and it is difficult to grow something. It's like when you have a child, when you are pregnant, you have been in that situation, you have been in the delivery room twice now, and you know what it's like. To birth a child is challenging.
Yeah.
To birth something, no matter the situation, no matter where it is, it's challenging. It's not a question about COVID or not. When you are trying to start something, it's always going to be difficult.
Yeah.
It's just that now in the COVID-19 era, it's a different ball game. Do you understand? It has its opportunities and it has its challenges. Challenges, let's say, okay, some people had to be gone out, they had to leave their jobs because of COVID.
Yes.
Their business they had or they trusted had to end because of COVID-19. Meanwhile, this issue of remote work became to life as a result of COVID. Now it's easy for you as a professional or something to really be in your house, not face traffic, and start something.
Okay.
So it's how you see it. Everything is about mindset.
Yes.
COVID-19 is about opportunity. And so let's leave it. With your eyes, with your thinking. If it wasn't COVID-19, there would be something else that would be hindering you. But in this situation, COVID-19 can be a hindrance and it can be an opportunity.
Exactly. So it depends on how you see it, basically.
Exactly. It depends on how you see it. It's not about even the idea of Insta Live. The beauty of Insta Life came as a result of remote work. I've been the result of COVID-19. On a normal day, I would have gone to look for a location to do this thing. But right here, I'm in my house, I'm speaking. The result of COVID-19. So it's an opportunity.
So basically what you're saying is that, I mean, this whole COVID-19 thing, it means a lot of different people. For some, it's like bad luck or however it is. For some, it's an opportunity, like to start something new. There's something in it. So it's all about your mindset. If I get what you're saying correctly.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's pretty much that is it for me. It's whatever you see. It's like when I think it was Joshua in the Bible, when God sent him to go and say a particular place, and he went with a group of people, and when they went there, some people said, that place is filled with giants, but the other people saw the opportunity in it. That's like COVID-19. You understand? You either see the negatives or you see the positives.
So it's very important to just be positive, just stay positive about, I mean, the whole situation, and, because to be honest, right, I know some people that said, wow, COVID-19 was their best year, and I'm like, oh, how did that happen? For some, like, in terms of maybe their business, they cashed out, and, and they made a lot of, increase their revenue, and some it was like a downtime, like they were just trying to grapple, start all over again and all that. So now for those that are trying to, maybe they have a vision or they have something that they've been trying to start for a long time, how would you advise them? Because I think the major issue for most people is just starting, just to start. For instance, this IG live, I was like, okay, I wanted to do it, but I was like, how will I start? And I was like, who can I think of that can just, let me use the word just and just say, okay, let's just do this, because if you keep postponing and you will never get anything done. So practically, how do you think you can start off something, that you always plan to do?
The first thing is vision. What do you want to do? You have an idea, write it down.
Okay.
That's the first thing. Now, the point is that when you write it down, you have to ask yourself some questions. The first question you should ask yourself, why do you want to do this in the first place? Sometimes we get carried away. For example, let's just say I saw my friend doing something, and then you say, okay, this person is cashing out, so I want to cash out too. Is that enough reason for you to start?
Yeah.
Or I don't know, like everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, anybody wants to be an entrepreneur. You ask yourself, why do you want to be an entrepreneur? Is it that you just want to make money quickly? Is it a get-rich scheme for you? So the first thing about it all starts with your head. It starts with vision.
Okay.
You have to have a vision and you have to write it down. And you must set your goal. Why do you want to do that? Because it's your why that will ensure that when the challenges will come. I told you starting is like giving birth to a child.
So first of all, you need to start with your vision. You must have a vision of what you want to do.
And you must know why you want to do it. It's what you want to do and why. Why are you doing this? Is it to add value? Is it for your selfish reason? What is it that you want to achieve? Because that's the only thing that you can hold on to when everything is collapsing. Because you're not going to get everything right the first time. You know what it is for two of us to do this Insta Live today. There are very different things before we can get to this point.
Yes.
So you must have a vision, you must write it down, and you must know your limit.
Okay. Thank you very much. So have a vision. So what else do you think can help to, for you to start? Okay, let me say procrastination is a big deal for most people. So how do you think practically you can overcome procrastination to start what you need to get done?
Okay, so let me tilt it to in another direction. You see, sometimes what you need to, life is about knowing your why. Why is very important. Because sometimes we procrastinate just because, okay, we have a bad habit of procrastinating.
Okay.
Or sometimes we procrastinate because there are some insecurities that we are actually dealing with that is stopping us from starting. So let's deal with those insecurities. First of all, to start, you might be afraid because you don't have financial security.
Okay.
I don't have the money. What am I going to do? I have a project, but I don't have the money. But what I would say to somebody who is dealing with financial security, when financial security is the reason why you have not started, because financial security might be the reason why it looks as if you are procrastinating.
Okay.
Remember the vision and find a way.
Okay.
There are different ways. I'll give myself as an example. When I know that I said I've been in branding and communications for 8 years.
Yes.
But the truth is that before branding and communication, I was in an aspect of branding and communication about 2 years ago. So I was in the agency aspects. I was doing advertising. It's part of communications and branding. But I wanted to move. Do you understand? And for me to move required that I had to undergo some lessons. I had to go for some courses. And going for those courses were not cheap.
Okay, so basically you have to improve yourself. So capacity building is also key.
Yes, but before the capacity building, I'm talking about how I found money.
Okay.
Because money is an issue. Sometimes you say money, yes, mindset is important, but money is important sometimes to start something. But you must always remember that you must have something in your hand. What do you have in your hand? You can start a side hustle. Or do you pitch somebody? Or do you go into partnership with somebody to ensure that you can start? Lack of confidence in your plan and in yourself.
Yeah.
That is sometimes the reason why some people procrastinate.
Okay.
I have this idea. I don't believe in myself. But let me tell you something. If you don't believe in yourself, you don't have any right to look at another person believe in you.
So you have to believe in yourself.
You have to believe.
Yeah.
It's a compulsory thing. Because what is it? Why are you telling somebody to believe in your plan when you don't even believe in the plan?
True.
So you must believe in yourself.
Okay.
Now the thing is that sometimes it might be as a result of fear. Like maybe you have failed in the past or something, or people have said some certain things to you. But what I'll tell you now, I might preach a bit, but please, I'm a Jesus girl, so
it's all right. It's all right.
You have to know that Jesus can help you in that part. You have to believe in yourself, and if you want to believe in yourself, you have to do you understand? You have to first of all believe in God.
Okay.
Who will help your faith? I am passionate about this place because I struggled with lack of confidence for the longest of time. I only started dealing with it, and I started overcoming it for the past 2 years. And it has made me lose some opportunities sometimes because you're timid, you just think, but the truth is that you must believe in yourself. You must believe in that plan. It's important because when you believe in that plan, you can sell that plan to somebody that you can get the money to start.
Yes. So you have to believe. I hear you say believe. Believe is a very strong word, even though it's something discard. It's very important because that's what will determine how far you go. Like, believing in God,
exactly,
believing in yourself, because nobody can believe in you as much as you do, So I think that's very key.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes. So
you own yourself.
Thanks so much. So now you've talked about starting there, how we can start. Now the issue of growth, right? Because some people can start. It's easy. Okay, I won't say it's easy. For some people, they might have crossed that border of starting. Yes, I've started. So how do I grow? How do I move from point A to point B? what do you think? What are the practical steps that you think that someone can take to achieve growth in whatever they plan to do?
It's like growing a plant. It's like growing a tree. First of all, you dig. You start. That's the digging part. You plant the seed. Then how do you grow it? You water it. You add manure. So when we are talking about watering, it requires that you invest your time.
Okay.
You invest your you invest money. You invest knowledge.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
So you invest your time,
Okay.
you invest money, and invest knowledge. So let me explain about time. Because sometimes, when you want to start something, not as if you were just free like that. Yes, we have talked about some people that during this COVID-19, they lost some jobs. They lost their jobs.
Yes.
And then probably they have time in their hands to start something. Yes. But there are also some type of people that, they just have a project, but they have a job. They are mothers. They have, responsibilities. And sometimes, where is the time to even grow something, to start and even grow something? The truth is that you have to create the time.
Okay.
You must prioritize. If you want to invest in time, you must prioritize. You can't start something and leave it. It's like a child. When you give birth to a child, that's not the end. You breastfeed that child. You will help that child to learn how to walk. You will help that child to learn how to even crawl before walking. You will send that child to school. It's the same thing about whatever project that you are starting, or if you want to grow. You have to invest your time in that thing. Now, to invest that time, because sometimes you have a lot on your plate. So how do you do? First of all, you prioritize. You look at yourself and say, what is important? 2, learn to delegate. In fact, I'm just learning this now, because sometimes you always think like, sometimes as mothers, I don't know if this happens to you, they do. When you want to do everything by yourself, the way I cook is the way I cook.
Yes.
The way I clean is the way I clean. My sister, my brother, you have to make sure that you learn to delegate.
Yes.
Because one, you can't know everything by yourself. For you to have time to do other things, you have to learn how to delegate.
Yeah.
If everything is to grow by itself, you have to learn to delegate your time. So that's how to grow. Now, capital. Everything is all with discipline.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just be like, okay, yes, you put in capital. Guess what? You are supposed to keep investing in your business. Whatever money you have. And let me tell you, money is not enough. It's never enough. That's the truth. Money is never, ever enough.
Okay.
It's you that will discipline yourself.
That's
I don't even need to.
Yes, I
don't even need to. Please go ahead.
Yes, I want to agree with you. You said that money is never enough, because let's even look at it in for instance, maybe you need to move to your next level. That you think you have money, there will always be another level that require a higher capital or more money, or however you want to put it. So it might not be enough. You just need to keep going.
You need to keep going. Perseverance. You need to persevere. To grow something, you need to persevere. There are days when your child will crawl, and then after some time, the child is not crawling again. You leave that child? No. You help that child crawl again. It's the same thing about whatever you are growing.
Yeah.
You be there. Stop looking for a quick scheme. It doesn't work.
Yes. So that is very key. I mean, especially in these days or nowadays, people just want to do things quick. And I'm like, it doesn't work like that. I mean, anything that stood the test of time always had growth in it, as in you can see the track record of growth over time. So, and that is something that, I mean, maybe let's say youth or nowadays need to understand that things just don't work out just like that. You know, you need to pay attention to it and see that it goes, see it through, and there's always growth, you know. Yeah, so I believe, I mean, I agree with you absolutely on that. Yeah. So yeah, so I mean, you mentioned quite a lot of things. You mentioned capacity building, prioritizing your time, or you know, whatever you give priority to is very important. You spoke about delegation, you know, delegating whatever you have to do. You spoke about capital, the capital, and having to invest the capital, let's for instance, into your business and then you said perseverance. I mean, that one is, I mean, is very key because not very few people want to persevere, you know. I mean, persevere. So, yeah, so you've said a lot. So I would like to ask you, right, in terms of starting and, you know, growing and all. Remember when we were discussing, we spoke about the role of mentorship and you know, mentorship, relationships, and can you just throw a bit more light on that aspect?
Yeah, so I was going to talk about that because sometimes, we always think we get, we really get carried away sometimes when we start something. We think, okay, yes, we have started. Or sometimes we don't even start. And we always think sometimes that we have the answer. We have read one book, we have read another book, and we think we know the answers. Like, okay, if I put 1 + 1, it's going to be equal to 2. If you put in this money, you're going to get the money back like that.
Yes.
It doesn't work. You need mentor. Especially when, so let me give you an example of something that happened to me. When I told you that when I started this aspect of in my career, I gave birth to my second child.
Yes.
So I was still breastfeeding. And it was hard. It was like one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. Because, I have to travel all the way to DI every day in the traffic.
Okay.
And breastfeeding. It's very difficult. But I don't know, but people that they do in the company, they still do it right now with the aspect of mentorship. So when you get into the company, they'll give you 1 month to decide to get a mentor. Like, okay, how will you even know somebody on 1 month and everything? But I remember that the HR manager kept, senior HR manager kept telling me, where's your mentor? Where's your mentor? So I decided, okay, fine, let me give this. I started to look out for a mentor. Then I found this woman. She's a professional. And she has 4 children. Now she has gotten to the point of her career. And she's very hands-on with her children. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm struggling with 2 children here. You have 4, and you have gotten to the top of your career. Wow! She comes to work early. She lives where she's supposed to be. And her children are So I decided to make that person a mentor. Then I realized that yes, it's possible to be a mother, be a professional, and even have businesses. It requires organization. But the point is that I will not know if I sat down by myself and was working in a silo.
Yes. Okay.
You have to mentor. Now the thing about mentorship is that you always think that our mentor should be far away in America. Our mentor needs to be in South Africa. Our mentor needs to be Dangote. It's not true.
Yes, and that's what is even stopping some people. They have to look so far to get a mentor. Yeah, I'm listening.
But that's not the truth. It's not the truth at all. See, your mentor can even be someone that is junior to you and someone that is senior to you. I'm telling you, there's something called wealth of relationships. You see, they say your network is your network. And I believe that thing wholeheartedly. Because the thing is that when you see from a perspective, there's somebody that might see from a different perspective. Now, I'm coming back to mentorship and going to relationships now.
Okay.
Always, you are the first person among your friends. My brothers, my sisters, change your friends. Change your friends. Because the higher your friends are, the higher you go. And say, I know what I'm doing, because nobody knows what they are doing sometimes. So. Sometimes we are just
yes.
But the beautiful thing is that sometimes people have experienced what you have experienced, and they can tell you from their experience that they've experienced. I hope I'm getting it. I don't confuse anybody. Let's talk to people. Don't just stick to your silo and think like, okay, I'm going to watch this thing grow. You know? Remember I said you need manure,
yes.
fertilizer. Your friends, your associates, your mentor, those are the fertilizer.
Yeah.
Those people are the fertilizer of you growing, even as a person. Growing mentally, growing physically, growing every way you can requires the help of people. So, and then let's go back to mentorship. Because you know, sometimes people get carried away with mentorship, like, okay, I need to have a fella duro to you. If you can get fella duro to you, fantastic. You don't have a fella duro to you, but there's somebody beside you that is succeeding. Have you asked the person how the person is doing it? Now, another thing that happens to people is that they are afraid to speak up. In 2021 and 2022, rather, you must learn to speak up.
Learn to speak up.
This is my challenge. I need your help. There's nothing like pride here. Humility is key. Humility is key. And no, don't get me wrong when I say, okay, you should go around and start telling everybody. And that's why you need the Holy Spirit again. You know, I'm coming back. I told you I'm in Jesus' den.
Yes, fantastic. That's fantastic. Yes. I'm listening.
The Holy Spirit is the one that is going to guide you to the person that you should go and meet and have the solution to your problem. The Holy Spirit himself is the mentor. Please, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him. And he will direct God's path.
Yes.
You to that mentor. He's the one that is going to let you tell you how to grow. So I don't even know how people are adulting in this adult life without Jesus. You need Jesus. You need him. You need him. Because he's the one that can direct you to a mentor. Because another thing that happens to people is that they might find this the mentor is interested in them. The truth is, your mentor must be interested in you, and that's why you need perception, a good perception, to know who should be your mentor and who should not be your mentor. Now, another thing is that looks can also be deceiving. Some people, they know how to paint a picture. Okay, I'm doing well, but the truth is that they might not be doing well.
That's true.
So it's not teaching. You need to find somebody that is successful. I can teach you the way, and is willing to teach you the way. Okay. A mentor. You need to pray so that God will lead you. Now, in a place where you don't have anybody around you, I doubt. Go to books. Read a lot.
Okay. So reading.
Read a lot. Read. I can't stress this enough. I think my life changed when I read this book, Good to Grow.
Good to
I
what?
was able to Good to Great by Jim Collins. Yeah, if you have not read that book, and if everybody here,
Good to what again?
to great.
Yes, I have my facts. I think my husband has that book. I have not opened it yet. But now that you have said it, oh God.
Open that book.
Yeah.
Life changed when I opened that book. Honestly, my life changed when I opened that book because I could doubt myself a lot. You see, sometimes we always think, oh, we must be talented. We must have intelligence. Yes, all these things are good. But what happens when you don't have all of those things?
Yes.
You can have intelligent mentors. You can have talented mentors. You can lean on people's experiences for you to grow. For you to even start. Read is important.
Yes. Wow, that's my, like you said so many things that you need to go back and go and digest like one by one. Wow, that's a lot. Yes. So yes, you apart from mentorship, and we've spoken about mentorship and relationships, right? Then what about the aspect of, for receiving, when we're discussing, you said instructions are key, especially when you allow God to lead you. In this time and season, it's a very volatile season, as it were. So many things are happening, whether behind the scenes or the ones that you can see. So how do you see the importance of, getting instructions and running by it, especially, of course, instructions from God first of all, then maybe from your mentors, or how do you see that aspect?
It boils down to discipline and humility and discipline. When you have it at the back of your mind that you don't know everything, or you don't even know that much, it will make you go. When you're hungry, it's like, when you see a bowl of rice. Sorry, I give a lot of illustration because I'm a storyteller. I like
Yeah, that's fine.
So that's why you say I try to relate stuff. You see, where was I? I said humility, discipline.
Yes.
When it's like a bowl of rice. If you're not hungry, there's a tendency you will eat that rice. You might feel like this rice is nice. It looks so appetizing, but I'm not hungry. I'm not gonna eat it. But imagine when you have not done 5 days fasting, or somebody presents a bowl of rice, a sumptuous bowl of rice. Then you want to eat it?
Yes, sir. Yes, of course.
It's like you need to be hungry. The only reason why you listen to that mentor is, first of all, when you have it at the back of your mind that you need to grow. If you are already saying, okay, yes, I'm steady, do you understand? I'm making $100,000 in my business, I'm okay. Guess what? Whether COVID-19 up, you need to be hungry. You need to keep saying, like, I need to do more. I need to do more. I need to keep doing. It's like a farmer with plots of land. He has the ability to do like 3 or 4 plots of land. You have not started. The only reason why the thing is your mentor, the thing that will make your mentor, the things that your mentor has put in you or invested in you, for you to practice is when you are hungry.
Yes.
You tell yourself, I'm not satisfied with who I am now. I need to move forward. And everything in life. So I need to listen to what this person is saying to me. It's very important. Instruction from God. I can't stress this enough. You see, sometimes in life, some of us we regard them as instincts. I don't think that it's called instincts. So some people they'll say, women we have good instincts. I believe in the Holy Spirit rather. I believe that it's the Holy Spirit, whether you're a Christian or not, telling you what to do. And you need to listen. But the thing is that for you to listen, you have to be quiet.
To be still.
And then don't have the mind. Yes, be still, be still, be still. Now, if we want, this is another topic, but let's try and delve into it a bit. We still have time on the phone. We have about, let's just say, roughly 15 minutes left. Some people call it meditation. People call it different things, yoga and everything. But the truth is that for you to hear, you must listen. You have to listen. And you can't listen when there's noise all over the place. To get that instruction, to get that, oh, this is where I'm going to execute something. So you have to listen. And for you to listen, you have to be quiet. Some people call it meditation, some people call it different things, but be quiet. And everybody has their own way of making sure that they are quiet. Quiet. So all Christians with devotion. I take devotion very seriously, but it's important. Very important.
Yes, because for instance, this part of let's say Africa, Lagos, for instance, it is very noisy. You know what I mean? Because there's this busy life, hustling and bustling, every day. So it can really, really get crazy, because there's a lot of noise, right? So I think it's very key, like you said, to be still. You need to maintain that atmosphere of stillness to be able to even hear. So you need to create it, right? For you to hear what God is saying. It's very, very key. It's very key. Yes, thanks so much. I've learned so much today. So much. So the very last thing I want to say is, as regards accountability, we've mentioned mentorship, relationships, instructions, and what about accountability? How do you think that how important is that as regards your personal growth?
Very important. But it still goes back to everything that I have said. It starts with discipline. You see, in life, so men, you understand. Sometimes we have a tendency to be showmen. Do you understand? We put on when it's time for, let's say you want to lose some weight now. So what you do? You buy new gym clothes. You put on your Instagram page. See yourself like you jog for 5 minutes, you put it on Instagram, and then you got eat a bowl of aqua and yay! The truth is, who are you deceiving? It's yourself. See, it still boils down to hunger. You must decide for yourself. I want to do this. And yes, some days you want to do it. I told you, like, I'm not going to go here and go like everything I've started will be perfect. I'll grow. It's not true. I'll be lying. I have a business. It's called Teta Kid. What do you know? beginning, I can say, okay, I'm posting like 2 or 3 times that day. Some days I'm not doing anything. You must not give up. Even if you are tired today, wake up tomorrow morning and do it again. So I'm not going to pretend here like, okay, accountability, you have to do it. Yes, discipline is very important. But some days things don't go as we plan.
Yeah.
Some days it is. Some days, like you said, for example, if you are living in Lagos, you don't own your time all the time.
Yes.
Some days you set out that you will start work. For example, I wake up at 4. But what happens to the day when I wake up, when I sleep at 2 o'clock because I'm still doing reports? When I wake up at 4, not really. I probably wake up at 5 or 6. And when I wake up at 5 or 6, I'm struggling again to get ready. There's traffic. Traffic on the way.
Yes.
Then I get to work late. Then I have to finish everything that I've set out to do for that day.
Wow.
So all the things I plan to do for that day might not work. But what keeps me going? Discipline. And going to your vision. You need to talk about vision. Vision is so important. It will keep you going when you don't even have the strength. Jesus is the only thing. Sorry, I can't say. Because if you are thinking that every day is going to go as you plan, it's not true. I said to myself that this year I was going to be praying for at least 2 hours a day. Guess what? It's not every day I pray 2 hours. I said to myself that I was going to start Setter Kids. Guess what? I haven't started. But am I going to give up? No. Now, another thing about accountability is get an accountability partner. For us that we are wives, we have husbands. But I don't want to make this about a wife or a husband thing. It can be your friend. It can be your mom. It can be your dad. And sometimes we might not have that. We might not have anybody at all. What can keep you going is your vision. Just keep going. And then another thing that sometimes gets us carried away is doing big, everything, not starting small.
We want to start at the top. Yeah?
We want to do everything at the same time. We want to register your business on the same day, start on the same day, put Instagram on the same day, sew all your clothes on the same day. It can't work. Realistic goals. So I've said several things. You have to have realistic goals, and you have to start small. If you register your business today, it's a small win for you. The next day, do something else. And now, if you do something that next day that you did not do something else, don't worry. Go back to God. Continue to do the next day and keep going. And please, do allow faith to avoid distraction. I can't stress it enough, and I'm grateful that I didn't miss this. Sometimes we get carried away. There's somebody somewhere doing better than you. You see Instagram, everything looks perfect. Nails done, the person has it going. High school kids, and the professional with a fantastic business. And you are here sitting down. I don't have a husband, I don't have a wife, I don't have anything. So you get carried away. Guess what? It's your journey. Don't compare your journey to another person's journey. Start with what you have. What do you have in your hand? Is it 5,000 naira? What can 5,000 naira do? Okay, what will 5,000 naira buy? Okay, I don't even have any money at all. Okay, who are your friends? What can your friends help you do? Okay, I don't have any friends. What's your mind? You have your mind. You have your brain. What's your brain telling you? You can't tell me you don't have a brain, because it's your brain that even told you to start something in the first place. Just start. Don't compare your journey with another person's journey. Please. It's very important. And don't be too hard on yourself. Sometimes we always want things to be perfect. Do you understand? Perfect Instagram picture, perfect Instagram video, perfect. Guess what? You can't be perfect from the first day.
That's true. And because of this,
The beauty,
some people will not even start at all.
because you think it's perfect. I need 20 million naira to start a business. No,
Wow.
start with what you have.
Yes.
Start with what you have. And when you even if you say it's capital intensive, start to save money. You know, M&M Academy is about that. You talk about that a lot.
Yes.
So I hope that the next guest is going to talk about very important. You know, you can't get something if you don't give something. I don't know how to stress this. Sometimes we always wake up in the morning and think like, okay, we can live a comfortable life and we can start a business. Guess what? It doesn't happen that way. There will always be need. There will always be want. Sometimes people are always talking about always your wants. Sometimes people don't even have the luxury of getting what they want. They can't buy ice cream. They just have what they will eat with their food and what they will remove for rent. So let's not get carried away, especially in this recession period. Because one thing that COVID-19 really brought, and I don't even know whether it's COVID-19 that brought it to Nigeria, if you're in Nigerian anyway, is that things started to become so costly and expensive. But you see, you have to take some money aside. You know what? This money, no matter how small it is for what I want to start. Now, another thing is that sometimes people are always, let me even bust your head. I don't even know if you know all these malams. You know, most of these malams, they have big farms in the north. They come here to work as guards, as guards. Some of them come here to drive Okada. Some of them come here to do menial jobs. They save that money and they use it to grow their business. Now, sometimes you always think like, okay, all these things are in the book. The Bible will tell you, go to the ants, O ye sluggard, and see. These guys will go. They are not willing. Like, for example, now, if you know that you are staying in a rented accommodation now and it's costing you about 1.5 million naira, why don't you move into a smaller accommodation? If you're taking an Uber every day to work, can you follow a friend instead so that you can save some money? If, for example, you buy food at work, can you cook from home? These are questions I pose to everybody. For you to get something, you need to give something. There's always, where there's a will, there's a way. Don't run. Don't say it can't be done. It starts with your mindset, but you also need to pay some sacrifices. Yeah. So it's 4:54. Dejo, I can't hear you.
I said I've learned so much. Like I hope I can save this video so that it's something that I need to go back to. Like you said a lot, and I thank you for sharing this with us at this time, right? So I thank you for how you were able to break it down. You said a lot, to be honest, and it's something that one needs to even go back to and digest. So thank you so much. You said something about mindset. You see, this I was just like, okay, so how will it be done? But I just saw myself, pictured it how it was going to happen, and I thank God that it has happened. And for me, it's going to propel me to at least do something else. Like so, it's possible it can be done. So just start, even though there are not people kept coming in and joining and leaving and all, but the fact is that you've done it, and then you know we thank God for everything. So I want to thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
It was a pleasure. Like, this is like okay. This is not my first rodeo in talking, but this is my first on Instagram live.
Yes.
I want to say thank you. At least the network did not mess up. Thank God for that.
Thank God. Oh.
Everybody for joining me. Really, I can see at Coco hello. Everybody that joined on Lab Game. Everybody. Thank you so much. Just I think one thing that you should do, Emma and Ed Academy, is that let's start the awareness early.
Yes.
So that people can prep their minds.
That's very true.
I think what your vision is fantastic.
You know, the thing is that,
and I think you can just keep pushing, keep going.
Yes.
And you will get there.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody that on this call and people that came in and left. We appreciate you all. Thanks to my husband. Thanks to your husband. Thanks to everybody. Thank you so much for making this happen. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, Sanami, I'm going to allow you to go now so I can quickly round up and can end the call. All right. Thank you so much.
I can't hear you anymore.
Can you hear me now? I said thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm going to allow you to go now so I can quickly wrap up and then we can end the call. Right. All right. Thanks so much. Bye. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining. We appreciate you. Okay, so we've heard everything that she has said. So please don't hesitate to start. Whatever you plan to do, just start, and then as you go on, you grow and just see. So we wish you we wish you success in whatever endeavors that you put your hands to do. Thank you so much.